We're at Lakefront Arena for the unveiling of the men's basketball schedule for the UNO Privateers, joined now by point guard and junior Nate Frye out of Houma Christian, a local product, and there are plenty of those on this basketball team. But more importantly, no matter where the recruits have come from, you're finally at a point as a program where there's a togetherness when it comes to this basketball team, and that's something that's had to build, just like the results on the floor have had to grow slowly but surely.
Well, yeah, like we were just talking about a few minutes ago. I mean, when I got here my freshman year, you had Corey Dixon, Isaac Mack, and it was those guys, and you had a whole bunch of JUCO guys that came in, and like I said, nobody really knew each other. And as my second year came, we became a close knit group. And now the third year coming around, we got these new guys coming in. We just take them in as our own. We all know the ropes. You got me, T-Baby, Tevin Royals, that's what we call him, Chris Davius Gill. And we all just take them in as our little brothers, show them the ropes every single day, show them the do's and don'ts of college basketball, what will work, what you need to transition from high school, to college, because we weren't too far off. I mean, we've only been in college for about 2.5 years now, so we know what they're going through, all the things that they're going through, the transitions that they need to make.
And you're used to taking on a schedule like this, one which obviously very road heavy as far as the non-conference goes, but you have to feel like with the amount of talent now on this basketball team, the experience of people like yourself having played a schedule like this, and looking at the matchups, that you have a real opportunity to compete to win more often night in, night out before you get into Southland play.
All right, correct. And Coach knows it. Like a few years last year, I felt like we were just playing to compete, but now I feel like we could play to win and not just trying to get experience from bigger teams. I feel like we could really come in and, beat these teams that we're going to be playing. Bowling Green, I feel like we have a really good chance to really beat them, not just, be on the same court as them, try to keep the game close. We brought a lot of good pieces in, and Coach mentioned it the other day. We're a whole lot better shooting team than we used to be. Coleman Edwards is a lights-out shooter just from what I've seen. Danny Cohen's a lights-out shooter. Cameron and all four of the freshmen and Devon, they can shoot the ball really, really well. And I've improved my jump shooting. Tay can shoot the ball, so it makes us more versatile as a team. Whereas a few years ago we were just mainly sticking to driving the ball, getting to the free throw line, making that be our offense. But we can do a whole lot more, and I think that's gonna move us forward from where we are right now.
Playing in the Southland, several Louisiana teams that have quickly become rivals, and those matchups I'm sure have been fun for you and challenging. But to play two teams that historically for UNO are their greatest in-state rivals, UL Lafayette and of course city rival Tulane, as a South Louisiana product as well, that has to be exciting to have those two back on the schedule.
Oh yeah, correct. And I have family all around Louisiana, so we're and Coleman. A lot of the guys have family around Louisiana, so it's really good. We're going to be able to get a lot of fan base coming in, and not a lot of people know about UNO. Not a lot of people know about UNO sports in general, and it's just going to be good. It's going to be a good experience for all of us, especially for the new guys coming. I keep going back to new guys, but they're getting a really good opportunity to play Tulane and UL, something that I didn't have when I first got here. So it's going to be a really, really good experience and a good exposure thing for our university.
And obviously from a personal perspective, you want to beat these guys. There are a lot of Louisiana players you saw on that level, maybe guys that were considered better prospects than you, and I think there might be a chip on the schedule for yourself and several on the team to try to prove that maybe those prognosticators were wrong.
Oh yeah, no doubt. I mean, I've had a chip on my shoulder my whole entire life. I went to school with student attendance of 300-400, and I really didn't get any looks, and I'm blessed and fortunate that Coach Les gave me an opportunity, and I'm working hard for him every day to show him that you didn't make a mistake, that you have one of the best guards in Louisiana in your program, and I want to prove that to him.
Nate Frye on his way up with UNO basketball. Their schedule's out, available on sportsnola.com, so you can check it out along with a feature on the Privateers basketball team.